What up, guys? It is Kansas City Clarity, Brian, River Stage. Either way you want to go. I'm on Plaza heading towards the protest. And they're having issues with people crossing and cars. Mm-hmm. So here we are. Yay. Well, then we are going to put the mic on me. It is a little wet. Let's go ahead and take this moment to we'll come back around. Alright, well, the people are awesome. Hey, that was actually good. Watch the car. That car had a good message. I had a message. Here in Missouri, actually, if you're in any Democratic state, I want to say, pay attention for rigging. It's coming. No matter how you feel.
Yep, I know it's coming.
I was saying, no matter how you feel about Governor Newsom, he does have some, haters,
I know. I follow him.
But I like what's done. I mean, it's pushback. Everyone says Democratic Party needs pushback. This is a good pushback.
Some other states are pushing back also.
I love it.
Yes.
Sure. Sorry, guys. My sound's still on me. I should have stopped. Anyways, we're going to continue. You're welcome.
Here we go.
I think it's not right.
Kehoe is not a king either.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
The governors are making themselves kings.
I believe she's referencing the current sense of rigged states to take seats away, change the setup.
They're starting to line up that are absolutely Trump maps are kind of frustrating. Folks in Jackson specifically feeling like they're going to lose their representation, being represented by the state council in Kansas City or County. Folks in rural Boone County don't want the same representation as people in urban Jackson County. That is not what fair map.
She's saying that she's discussing
I am representing my state on the platform. He represents Kansas City and Hannibal, Missouri. Make that make sense. It's already bad enough, and folks here in Kansas City are only set to lose their representation.
This is probably going to seem like it's going to go for
What I'm hearing is that most Republicans don't actually want to do this, but they are too afraid to Trump to say no. So we're going to do it. It's going to happen. I think we're going to see a few dissenting votes in there. I think that some people are going to feel really brave in that moment and reject the idea. I think
the reason why I'm waiting. I'm not trying to hijack their interview. Just look at this, guys. Again, whether you agree or not.
Having discussed them ahead.
If you're not getting it, I'm pointing at the legacy media is here. Speaking to people. Sunday speak.
All right. Can you hear me out there? If you can hear me, let me get one clap. Okay, let me get two claps. Let me get three. All right, that's beautiful. Good afternoon.
My bad. My bad. You're good.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Terrence Wise, and I'm a worker, a father, a Missourian, an activist, and a lot of other things I don't have time to mention. I'm a leader with the Missouri Workers Center and Stand Up KC and the National Fight for 15 in the Union movement. And similar to a lot of you out there today, I'm also pissed off. I'm angry and I'm sad. We are here on this Labor Day, y'all, not only to honor the tradition of workers taking bold action by organizing, rallying, striking, marching, fasting to improve their lives and working conditions. That's one of the reasons we're out here. But also in this moment, I want to remember those who are not with us. And when I say that, not only workers in the past, folks in the past who fought to give us civil liberties, but people in our own lives who would be out here with us today, but they're not with us today. Co-workers, friends, and neighbors who cared about democracy, who cared about justice, whose spirit we know is present with us today. I want to remember those folks as well. From the CIO organizing, industrial workers, national civil rights efforts, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, collective demands for economic and racial justice have been a force of change across this country. Right in our own backyard, ordinary people coming together has powered the struggle over American identity and labor. John Brown's abolitionist raids, Dred Scott's battle for freedom, German immigrant revolutionaries fighting for the Union Army, the Southern tenant farmers organizing sharecroppers, the first Ford workers sitting down and striking. More recently, fast food workers going on strike, demanding 15 in a union. All of these have powered change in our community. We stand on all the movements that have come before us, and in many ways, we face those same struggles today.
Right.
The struggle to get America to fulfill its promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for everyone. My own origin story in the labor movement from the Fight for 15 and the union. We won 15 and much more, y'all. Because I joined with other workers, many who are out here today, to take collective action. Labor unions to this day are one of the most powerful democratic institutions in America. I am reminded of the words of Abraham Lincoln. All that serves labor serves the nation. All that harms labor is treason to America. There is no America without labor. And to fleece the one to rob the other, it ain't right. As Lincoln and many of us here today know, just as workers strengthen our democracy and intact democracy is the only way to guarantee workers the union rights, fair wages, and safe work we deserve. And multiracial worker organizing is the only way we defeat the billionaires and racists. The billionaires and racists who try to divide working people and dismantle our democracy.
Yes.
Now, last Wednesday, raise your hand if you were at our mass community meeting last Wednesday. I should see a lot of hands. So Sam, I see you. I know you were there, Sam. Last Wednesday was a testament to the power of the grassroots working class movement we're building. We held an emergency meeting here in Kansas City, along with our coalition partners, with labor unions, faith and civil rights groups, and over 500 people showed up at that meeting last Wednesday. And now we're out here today, again, to show our strength in numbers and show our lawmakers, because in this state, in the show me state, after all, what democracy looks like is what you see right here in front of us. We are the people rising up, black, white, brown, north of the river, south of the river, east of truth and west of truth, and building our power because we feel the stakes of this moment for our democracy and our basic rights as working people are under attack. Because here in Missouri, we value our freedoms like being able to choose our leaders, demand better pay, care for our families, and retire in dignity. We're here today because from Kansas City to the Ozarks, St. Louis to the Boot Hills, and the Branson Strip to Hannibal Riverfront, the River Bluffs to the prairies, we want our elected leaders to fight for our freedoms, not steal them away from us so that they can line their pockets. And this is what it's going to take, y'all. Us coming together. Us getting Speaker of the House, John Patterson, and Governor Kehoe to do our mandate, not the mandate that sits on the Resolute desk in Washington, D.C. They should be doing what Missourians and what's in Missouri's best interest and not anything else. That is what we elect them for. That is what they should be doing their job. And if they don't, we'll find a way to get them out of there. Today, y'all, we're going to hear from some people who are holding the line when it comes to defending workers' rights, racial justice, democracy, and defending it, and fighting for our future. So I want you all to welcome our first speaker, Fran Marion. Fran is a stand-up Kansas City member, a Missouri Worker Center leader, and a fast food worker. Fran?
Thanks for the introduction, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, I used to suck the thing without a mic. Hold on. Thank you. Yep, I got you. I'm loud enough, I'll move. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. As you said, my name is Fran Marion. I'm a Wendy's worker, a mother of two. One had to be to work, and my daughter out here running the camera for me. I'm also a leader with Stand Up KC and the Missouri Workers Center. Happy Labor Day to the working people of Kansas City. On May Day of this year, another day where we celebrate workers everywhere, fighting for the protections we deserve to lead dignified lives. Over 700,000 workers across the state finally gained the ability to earn paid time off to recover from illness and injury. How many of you have gone to work sick because you had no choice? I'm here to tell you, of course, you know you are not alone. Earlier this year, I was diagnosed with many strokes. I'm having chest pains and sky-high blood pressure one day after going to work. I was hospitalized for 5 days. I counted every dollar I was missing out on when I should have been focused on my recovery. I was worried about keeping a roof over my head and my bills paid. Just this year, I lost out on $1,880 in pay from taking the time I needed just to heal and recover. And before that, I had a double eye infection. When corporations choose to pay poverty wages, it doesn't take much to push you over the edge. It isn't right. A couple years ago, I got a bad bug. I didn't have health insurance, so I couldn't see a doctor. I tested negative for COVID, so I decided it must have been the flu. There was no way I could make my shift at Taco Bell for my own sake or the sake of protecting my coworkers and our customers. So I stayed in my bed. My stress continued to mount as the thought of the pay I couldn't earn while I was sick. Have you ever all heard the saying, it's very expensive to be poor? Yeah. Let me tell you what that means for those of you that haven't heard it. I was already falling behind on rent because of management that cut my hours at work. But falling behind on rent also meant additional fees and fines to the landlord. Taking the time I needed to recover from being sick was the straw that broke my back. I missed out on overall $450, over half of what I owed, an initial rent without the fees added to it. So I came home from work to eviction notice. Of course, my birthday was a court date. My son and I lost our home.
You got it, mama.
As a parent, few things are more heartbreaking than not being able to care for your children how you want or how you need to. Had I been able to take just a few days off to fully heal while still getting a paycheck, we could have stayed housed. I couldn't help that I got sick, but the greedy corporation I work for made a choice to abandon me as soon as I stopped making them rich. That is the exact reason why I joined other low-wage workers to Stand Up KC across the state to organize, fight, and of course, win Proposition A in November. Y'all, but here we are, mere months after the sick days we fought hard for and went into effect, and it pains me to stand up here and say, knowing that our win was just ripped out of our hands. In the last legislative session, Speaker of the House, John Patterson, lied to all of us. He made a promise that he wouldn't seek to overturn the will of the people.
Right now.
But after we passed Prop A, Speaker Patterson and other politicians stood side by side with the corporations who exploit us day in and day out and overturn the will of the people. So I'm ask y'all a question. Is that what democracy looks like? No! By gutting this policy, Corporate-backed politicians didn't just force workers like me to go to work sick and risk our own health and health of our communities. They stole money out of our pockets, food out of our cupboards, safety from our children. It's anti-democratic and it's anti-American. Stealing our paid sick days was the first in a series of moves our lawmakers are making to try and throw away our basic human rights. What President Trump is calling for, and Speaker Patterson and Governor Kehoe are trying to legally carry out, will steal away our ability to have political representation at all. Kansas City has a history of racial and economic segregation along the Truth Divide. If Speaker Patterson moves forward with this redistricting scheme, it would build on his harmful legacy by disproportionately disenfranchising Black voters like myself who live in the 5th Congressional District. It would mean that we no longer get to see ourselves reflected in racially diverse representation and no longer see our values reflected in the priorities of our congressional representatives. While we are focused on building better futures and securing our freedoms for generations to come, President Trump and his billionaire mafia are trying to move us backwards and turn us against each other, all to serve their corporations over our communities, and they try profits over people. We are already living a kind of economic slavery. Now, you guys, they're trying to put us in political slavery as well.
All right.
But will we let them? No! That's right, because when workers' rights are under attack, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Ooh, my nerves is bad. Speaker Patterson, the people across KC, Black, white, or brown, from Blue Springs to Lee Summit to Gladstone, refuse to be silenced or divided. Just like we have been organizing our strength in numbers to beat back the fast food corporations that make record profits by denying the freedoms of workers to make a good living and have a good life, only by joining together to confront the bullies from our state house to the White House who seek to control us, we will stop this illegal authoritarian power, grab, protect our freedoms, our families, and our futures. Because as we all know, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
Thank you, Fran. Listen, that is a picture that Fran just painted. And when we think about this America and the picture that Fran just painted, it's similar to, I know it may be some in the audience today and in our community who remember turning on their TV, may have been black and white, and seeing and hearing the reports about the 3 little girls in Birmingham, Alabama, and the church bombing. It's some that can remember in our country, workers who were out organizing, shot dead on strike lines, and shot dead trying to organize against their boss. Folks who were trying to get folks the ability to register to vote, being lynched in those efforts. That is the picture of the ugliness of America. And that's that same sentiment and feeling I get when we talk about workers' paid sick days being taken away, women's right and the choice of their body being taken away. The feeling is no different. And that's what America ugly past looks like. And history will repeat itself if we don't rise up to stop it, y'all. Our next speaker, y'all, is Catherine Stewart from SEIU Healthcare. She's a CNA at Highland Nursing Home, taking care of some of the most vulnerable citizens in our community. and she's union steward at her job. Give Catherine a hand.
Hello out there. All right. So my speech on my phone, but it's messed up, so I'm gonna wing this. Okay. So number one, I feel like if Trump got a Mandarin, districts and democracy is trying to split us up, that means he's not doing something right. That means he's not doing his job. I'm a firm believer your work should speak for itself, and obviously it's not if he's got to do all this. And we are not going to stand for it. We will fight back. We will vote. We will get our word out there. I am a mother. I am going through some of the same things Miss Fran just got done speaking on. I have a son with autism who needs Medicaid. I have a daughter with diabetes who needs insulin. Trust me when I tell you, it's not easy to live paycheck to paycheck and robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's not. But at the same time, we don't want Trump out here doing what he's doing either, and none of their politicians out here what they're doing out here. That's not right. They have no right to take a seat from anyone. They have no right to try to split us up. We are a family. We are one. As long as we stick together, there are power in numbers. We can do this. I'm not going to stand for it. Are you going to stand for it? No. Thank you, because I'm not either. I am a proud member of SEIU, and we will fight. We don't stand for anything. Lord, we thank you for all of us being here. And I thank you all for listening and hearing me out. Thank you.
Hey, Catherine, thank you. And I need you to give my wife some lessons on how to keep it short and simple. Because she'll tell me to do the same thing over and over again. I got to get right. But listen, like Catherine said, y'all, we can't let them do this. And I read something this morning before I came, y'all. I know everyone says it's Emmanuel Cleaver's seat. That's our seat. Let's not get it twisted. Cleaver works for us. And that's our seat that's under attack. That ain't no foreign object. That's ours. Next up, y'all, I want to keep it moving. We got Sean Givens from AFGE Local 85. He's the former president of the VA Local. Sean.
All right. Yes. Did anybody else come to party on Labor Day like that? I don't know if y'all know that out there, but Labor Day is the union's holiday. All right? This is our day to share with everybody else, but we're going to reflect today, okay? We'll just, give me a second. Mo, I thought I had it pulled up on the phone. Okay. All right. Thank you all for being here. And I'd like to just start by giving thank you to all the labor organizers that put this together. All the people that came together and did the thankless work, right? Like they do thankless work that nobody gives them credit for. But on Labor Day, Sean gonna give them credit, all right? I'm gonna give them credit. Because without that, you wouldn't get the good news that we're bringing here today with all these wonderful people that we've assembled, all right? I'm just a regular dude, just so y'all know, so I talk like a regular dude, all right? So I gave up the presidency so I could be a we the people. All right. So that's why I'm here, is that I learned the hard way, working with the agencies over and over again. This is all before this madness that we living in now, okay? They were already not following their own rules. All right. So let's get into it. For those who haven't met me, again, my name is Sean. I host or co-host with Daniel here. We host a Solidarity Happy Hour for all of us to have a little sanctuary, okay? And what that means is I thought it was important, but I wasn't able to express that as president of my local, but as a citizen, as a unionist, as an activist. I can say whatever the hell I want to say. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. And if it's joining we the people, that's what I'm choosing to do. I ain't saying that to nobody else, but anybody that wants to come along, Friday, come down to the ship. Come down to the ship, and you'll see solidarity in action. And just like here, it's just like you see your cousins. I see my cousins from SEI, you sitting here. I see UAW. Where you at, Leo? Leo was there, he know. We have AFGE, we have NTEU. There are several unions that you might not have ever heard about. I see, thank you. I didn't forget, I see, I'm looking right at you. So, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what's going on right now at the VA. Is that all right? Yeah. I'll just let y'all know what we're doing. Hey, Jordan, I see you. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I have a lot of allies, if y'all ain't noticed. And I'm making more. There's always room for more. I see them looks.
Especially like if you're in an area where like.
And I promise I won't keep y'all long, okay? We don't want the rain to catch us, right? Basically, I am here to share something about what's going on inside the team, okay? All we see, come on, my auntie, all we see from day to day is it's like we're on death row. We feel like we're waiting for the day that they axe us out because the rhetoric. We hear it too. We're citizens too. Yes, they vilified us, but I'm here to tell you something different. I see heroes when I look around this crowd. I see heroes. They called us savages. They called us lazy. And I promise you that if you talk to a federal worker one time, just give them 10 minutes. You ain't gonna see no lazy in them. They just like you, because we the people too. We vote just like y'all do. And it ain't no y'all when it comes to we the people. It is only y'all when they said them and us. And guess what? They forgot that us is what matters. We are the show. Okay? We don't come out here and risk our lives like we do, because that's what we're doing now, right? The man told all of us that he was gonna shoot us on sight. Come with it then. Some of us ain't scared of that, not because we're not scared to die. I'm scared to die every day. But for this cause, if I'm gonna be a martyr, then let's do it. So that's what Sean's about, right? I believe all them times, Harrison, I believe solidarity was what it was about. My whole career, I was in the union for 8 years. So my whole career, I believe what they said after every email, after every message in solidarity, right? But yet when I joined up with other unions, I was told to step back. I didn't do that, though. I moved forward. All right. And that's what I invite everybody here to do. Move forward. It doesn't matter what you think. You can do. You will do something if you want to save democracy. Everybody here should want to save democracy, because I don't see no slaves out here. I don't see no indentured servants. I don't see none of that. You know what I see? I see America. This is what America is. This is who we are. Ain't nobody playing games with these clowns. These buffoons. I digress. I can go, but if you come Friday, you're here. It ain't no big deal. I'm real about mine, and I ride for my people. I grew up here, y'all. I'm from Kansas City. Went to Hogan, Southwest, Belton, and a list of grade school, including this rich school over here that my grandparents sent me to against me. Pembroke Country Day. You heard of it? I learned a lot of things at Penn Day. Okay, that's what it's called for short, right? And one of the things I learned is how they treat their children. Right? I got to spend the night at these rich people's house. I got to spend the night with everybody, just like you would in school, right? But the parents had rules for the little mulatto kid. Right? I never heard of it. So I went home and asked, oh, they don't like black people. Right? Like, you understand, as a child, I'm black. I didn't know that. I was white boy my whole life until this moment. And I'm just sharing that to show you, when you see me out here, when you see me doing what I'm doing, I mean it for everybody that I can see within our district. I mean it for everybody on the internet, all the clicks, the likes, and I'm here for that. I'm here to show up. And that's what unions do, y'all. Unions taught me that if you show up, you can change whatever they lie about. That rhetoric don't mean shit to none of us. Oh.
You're right.
I said I wasn't gonna cuss this one. And I apologize. I don't want to offend anybody, y'all. I'm just offering you a place in this history lesson that we're teaching because they need to be taught now. So let's teach. We're in the show me state right now, so let's show these motherfuckers. Again, Fridays 4 to 7 at the show. Everybody is welcome. It's all inclusive. So that DEI, we rock DEI. Y'all have a good day, and everybody hang in there. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but we got this. We the people got this. Let's do
it. Thank you, Sean. And I don't know what to say after that. That was amazing. But I do, in this moment, y'all, I recognize a lot of the faces out there. Folks who said, even when I went on strike for the first time and workers began organizing in Kansas City, that they would stand with us. My sisters with SEIU, who always told me, she always told me she'd have my back.
Got your turn.
I believe that. Dante. Every time I see this man, he tell me he got my back. Gary Thomas, who you'll hear from, Sam Spring, Rabbi Doug Albert, and many others. It's so many names I don't want to forget, who always said they would stand with me in these dark moments we're in right now. They are out here today, and the new faces that we brought out here. Everyone who plays a role. Tyler, I see you. I see you. And I want to show you guys some love in this moment for saying you'd have my back and follow through. And that's what it's going to take for us moving forward, to have each other's back and to follow through on this commitment to come together. Thank you. Thank you, Hart. Next up is someone who's no stranger to packing this area. If you were out here for No Kings Rally Day, raise your hand. Someone who helped bring that together and a lot more gatherings moving forward here in our city. I want to invite up Beverly Harvey from Indivisible KC. Give Beverly some love.
Hello, Kansas City. How do I follow up all of these wonderful people? I mean, that's going to be a tough job, right? So, okay, so after me, what does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. Woo! Thank you. Ask that question again. What does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like, and that's what we're fighting for. So don't ever forget it, ever. I want to thank Daniel with Stand Up KC for contacting Indivisible. If you haven't heard of Indivisible Kansas City, we are a nonpartisan grassroots organization. And we, in a nutshell, we're fighting for democracy. So whether it's rallies, educational seminars, Zoom calls, you name it, we're going to do it. Excuse me. I want to thank all of the volunteers from all the other groups that are here today. It takes a lot of work to put one of these things on. So I want to thank everybody. And I especially want to thank, although I'm the founder of Indivisible Kansas City, I couldn't do this without all of my volunteers and specifically without Kathy and Krista. They are the leadership team and they do an incredible job. So thank you. On September 11th, 2025, it will be 24 years since that horrible day in America when we were attacked by terrorists. We must never forget those lost lives during that attack and those who rushed into harm's way to save those people. And we must never forget all the families and friends affected by 9/11. We must never, ever forget that. And here we are, September 2025, and we now have a domestic terrorist occupying the White House. Such a sad, sad time in our country's history. On 9/11, the country came together to support volunteers and help those affected by 9/11. Our military immediately saw an uptick in recruits. And no doubt, that day changed the course of many lives in this country. Today, we have terrorists in our government. One's called Keyhole, which rhymes with, thank you. But these terrorists and domestic terrorists, they want to destroy democracy. They want to take away our freedoms, tell us who to love and how to live. But today, we are all here to tell them, hell no! Hell no! So repeat after me! Hell no! Hell no! Did you hear that, Keo? And Trump? We're not going away. So go out there, be loud and be proud. And I say to all domestic terrorists and all MAGA politicians and MAGA supporters and anyone who wants to destroy America, fuck you!
Thank you. Thank you, Beverly, for saying what I always wanted to say out loud, but I kept it in internally. And yeah, democracy. What is democracy, and what does an attack on democracy mean? It's more than just voting. An attack on democracy is an attack on labor, healthcare, women's rights, immigration, climate. Anything that falls under that umbrella is an attack on democracy, and so much more. So much more. So when we talk about our democracy is under attack, we're talking about our lives being under attack. And not only our lives, but our future's lives, our children, our grandchildren, and those who will come after us. That's what we defend when we talk about defending democracy. Now, I tell my daughters, one who's here today, and they don't believe me. Y'all, we won't be here forever. We won't. We won't. I don't care if you're 20-something right now or 80-something right now. We all will not be here forever. What kind of place do we want to leave America when we are not here anymore? Is the vision. That's why we defend democracy. That is why we fight. Last but not least, y'all, before Gary Thomas from UAW 249, and I'll say this again, Gary's coming, we found a wallet out in the audience. So if you know whose wallet this is, I'll show it a few other times at the end. Someone's dropped their wallet. So it's up here, it's safe. Gary Thomas from UAW 249 is an executive board member with the union and a longtime ally in this fight I call for democracy and human rights. Gary.
I don't know if I should bend down or. Thank you.
What a spot.
Thank you. Great. So first off, are y'all having a good Labor Day? You enjoying this 3-day weekend? You enjoying being out here fighting for our democracy, for our freedoms? All right. Brothers, sisters, siblings. Labor Day isn't just a 3-day weekend. It's a battle scar. It was won in blood, sweat, and solidarity. Every right we have in the workplace, the 8-hour workdays, the weekends, the safety protections, came because they were won by union members. Right here in Missouri, we carry on that tradition. Right here in Missouri, sorry, it repeated on me. Right here in Missouri, we carry on that tradition. UAW Local 249 in Clay Como has been at the heart of every single fight. When Ford tried to squeeze more money out of their workers, we stood up, we fought back.
Yeah.
When politicians tried right to work, UAW, Teamsters, ADSI, SEIU, and other unions I can't name right now, we stood up, we fought back. It was union members who knocked on doors against right to work. We rallied. We stopped it cold. UAW Local 249 has always been proof when workers organize, we win. But right now, our movement faces another attack. Donald Trump and his cronies want to gerrymander our state like they did in Texas. Missouri Speaker of the House, John Patterson, just stole our sick days. Sick days that Missouri workers overwhelmingly passed into law. Now he wants to further gerrymander our community so he can try to divide us, silence us, and empower his corporate buddies. But let me tell you, as a Lee's Summit resident and voter, if Speaker Patterson thinks he's going to be our next senator in SD8, he's got a hard lesson coming. We used to choose our elected leaders. Gerrymandering allows officials to choose voters. Gerrymandering isn't just about map lines. It's about making sure working people's voices don't count. They know that if democracy's fair, that every vote is equal, the working class wins better contracts, better schools, and a brighter future. That's why they're rigging maps against us, because they're scared of us. They are scared of us. Let me tell you something. They should be scared. Because when workers stand together, when unions like Local 249 lead the way, no billionaire, no politician, and no rigged system can hold us back. Everybody here, this Labor Day, we honor its history. We don't just honor its history, we answer its call. We fight like hell for democracy, for unions, for the working class. Because the power of the people, organized and united, is stronger than any gerrymander, stronger than any boss, stronger than any politician who dares stand in our way. Rights in the workplace were not given by the powerful, but won by the organized. So let's carry that fire forward from picket line to ballot box and make damn sure Missouri works for the working class. Contact your local union organizer today. Thank you. Solidarity forever. UAW members, gather by this sign. We want a group photo. I love you all. Solidarity forever. That's mine.
Thanks, Gary. Gary, thank you so much. You know I love you, Gary. It goes without saying. Look, all the speakers today, y'all, have covered while we're out here today. They've talked about the importance of fighting. They've shared stories of what not fighting and winning looks like, and when the other side comes together to defeat us. And I want to talk about what's next, y'all. I can remember at our emergency meeting last week in Kansas City, folks came together as we should. Folks were energized and pissed off as we should be. But a lot of folks are like, how are we going to stop this? What is the next steps? And I always tell people it feels good to come together and be in this space with so many who care about democracy and what's going on in this country, what's going on in our backyard. But it's going to take more than us just filling this park in this area, y'all. We have to escalate. But before we can get to the next part of what we got to do to win and fight back, we got to start organizing. Because without organizing and figuring out who's not out here with us today and how do we get them out here, to figure out what is our role as individuals in this movement we're building. We won't get anywhere until we map that out. So I encourage everyone out here today to get plugged in, get signed up. Let's get ready to go to the Capitol on September 10th because we're going. We're going. We're going. A lot of folks may think that this special session in Jeff City on September 10th is a given and they're just going to walk all over us. They're not. We're going to be there. So you need to get signed up and plugged in and figure out how we're going to get there together and what we're going to do when we get there to make our voices heard. So that step, shut it down. That's the next step, y'all, because you can't give people a lot of homework. We want to get organized, talk to our neighbors, talk to our friends, talk to our coworkers, get them involved in this fight, and we want to get ready to go to the Capitol on September 10th. A lot of you all out there ask me, well, what are we going to do beyond that? Let's be clear. We're family here. We cannot echo in this space what our attack plans are and give the other side the upper, can we? We know what we got to do to win, and we're going to map that out together. Let me hear somebody say September 10th. Jeff City. That's where we're going, September 10th, and that's the next steps for everybody. Now, while everybody's coming together and getting closer, UAW's got the special photo. I want to get a photo of everyone who's in this space before we leave. But before we do that, we have wallet number 2. John Christopher Betts. If you're in my voice, John Christopher Betts, or if you know John Christopher Betts, we have his wallet with his U.S. bank card in it. John, is he coming? So we got John and we got this Delamour. It's very bourgeois. We have this as well. It's on myself. So, but before I want to invite my friend Jacob up. He wants to talk about the fight that him and his co-workers are going through. And just one more after Jacob, and then we're going to gather for a photo. So don't take off yet. Jacob.
I'm Jacob Hobbs. I'm the business representative for ATSA Local 31 here in town. We are your entertainment workers. And our scope is one of these scopes that is well forgotten. We're behind the stage. We're not supposed to be seen. And whenever that happens, that in your day laboring, you get held out of things like Proposition A. And Proposition A would have been a massive thing for our scope. Whenever we get gerrymandered out of our rights, get gerrymandered out of our districts, and then our voices aren't heard, people that are working in the day labor scope or in things that aren't your traditional work scope, they love the 1099 contract, and that's not right. They love to give no health care benefits. They love to have no retirements. Whenever you date the worker and you don't hire them, it's so easy to be able to misclassify them, not follow state laws in both sides of our state line. And we ask for solidarity with all of our friends here. Local 31 UAW came out big for us with Beyonce and Taylor Swift last year. It's hard to make sure our labor force has enough qualified workers, especially whenever our employers decide to not give us rights like retirement and healthcare and misclassify you and push off all your tax obligations, not pay your 1% earners income tax here in Kansas City. And we thank you guys for the solidarity.
Thank you, Jacob, for sharing. For real, takes courage to share. One time before we get out of here, I want to hear my boo birds. Can we get some boos for Speaker of the House, John Patterson? Who is this guy right here? We are definitely not holding his face up because we love him. He is not for Missouri. He's not for working Missourians. And let's get one more boo for Speaker of the House, John Patterson.
Vote him out! 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 Vote him out!
For the first time, I get to say I appreciate the hate. Thank you for the hate there. We have someone from the Jewish Voices for Peace that's going to make an announcement. And while he's coming up, let's get cute for the photo. So get your makeup out, lipstick.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. I'm an organizer with Jewish Voice for Peace, Kansas City. For the last 2 years, we have been working to try and get our politicians to end the genocide in Gaza. Unfortunately, even as we fight for Cleaver's seat, we also need to remind him that he still works for us. And so we need to ask you all to call Cleaver's office and urge him to support the Block the Bombs Act. If you want more information on what we're building, come talk to us at that red tent over there. Call Cleaver, block the bombs. Thank you.
Block the bomb! 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 Block the bomb!
And if you didn't get enough action today, Cross Borders Network is having a shindig at All Souls Church from 2 to 5 today. So show up if you can. I know you can. I know some of you can show up in that space. In closing, before we gather for the photo, y'all, I painted a picture earlier, y'all, about what America looks like. But I'm reminded in closing today, a picture of hope and what the future could look like. I had an opportunity, which is truly a lifetime opportunity, to sit at the dinner table with Lenny Zeskin, some of you may know, and the Reverend C.T. Vivian, who marched with Dr. King. What a dinner table. And just watching those two converse, they saw today's fight coming. But they also looked at me and they were like, Terrence, you got to organize your community and your coworkers. That's the only way to fight back and win. It wasn't going to be an elected leader that was going to save us or some magic wand. It's going to be everyday Americans like me and you. Only all of us can save us now. They knew that years ago, and that stands true today. Y'all, it's us that's going to save us. And the most dangerous rhetoric I hear now is when I talk to folks and they're like, oh, Trump's going to do what he wants to do anyway. Or that doesn't matter to me. Or what does a map mean? We can't have that, and we can't allow that. Another thing is, the folks we're not talking to in Columbia, Joplin, parts and neighborhoods we don't live in, when we don't have those conversations with folks who need to hear this message, the other side will. The other side will. And it's not a conversation of are you a Democrat or a Republican. We got to get back to are you an American? Because I can tell you, Just like in the 60s with the church bombings and the dogs and the hoses on people, both sides of the aisle saw those images and said, that's not an America I want to live in. And when we look at the stories that come out today, the images that hit the news today, that is not the America we want to live in today as well. So to change that and make this an America for all, we got to come together, we got to organize, we got to fight, and that's how we do what? When we organize and fight, we win. When we organize and fight, we win. All right, thank you for coming out. Let's get this photo. I love you. We can do this. September 10th, Jeff City. If you need a ride, I got you. Just get signed up. Let's get this photo. And John Christopher Betts will mail it to you if you don't get it. Photo time. Yes, organize.
Okay, so if everybody can stand in front of the podium, we're going to.
Well, that's into that. They're taking a photo right now. If you want a copy, then I would suggest getting on their site. I'm gonna wander around and check out more. But have a good one.